Yo, I think this one is hard. How do I know that my motives for doing something are pure? Oh, this is such a good question. I think I've recently helped a friend and I had to really ask myself that question, and it was interesting to see how much I have learned to evaluate my emotions, evaluate my thoughts, my processes, and I actually enjoyed interrogating my motives. It went as far as, am I living my dream through them? Am I wanting to receive an affirmation from this? Am I wanting to turn this into a business deal perhaps in the future? I had to interrogate that. So this is such a good question. Perhaps it's looking at the bottom line is who's going to benefit? Who's the primary benefit? When I'm saying I'm helping you, who is in the main seat of receiving this help? Is it you or is it me? Because if my motive is, I'm helping you, but at the back of my head, I'm thinking you're gonna speak well of me, you're gonna, connect me with your network, you're gonna do all these things, then it just tells me that my motives are not necessarily pure. And there's nothing wrong with that reason. If I am cautious of it and I'm not naive of it, if I'm not pretending that I'm only doing this for you. So I think that's the first thing. Who is the primary beneficiary? I think the other thing that I can add there, who is most likely to be impacted? Who's most likely to be impacted, especially with whatever that I'm going to do. And you look at who's going to be impacted negatively, who's going to be impacted positively, and how does that make me feel? Let's say if I am helping a friend, that means that I won't be in, I'm giving you an example because it has been a recent thing. I won't be spending time with my family. And how am I going to make up for that? And so my friend would have been impacted positively because they would have received my help. And the other thing is, I would have impacted my family negatively because of my absentia. And then I look at the fact that how does that benefit me? Did I leave my kids because I also want to escape from them for the time being? Or it was genuinely about impacting my friend positively? And I had a plan to salvage anything that will be impacted negatively, not because I don't care, because my motives are not pure. Because if you know that someone else is going to be impacted negatively and you feel like you don't care, that means it's saying something about your motives. Are you going out to do something to hurt someone? Because sometimes we can't do that. Just because I want to make this other person jealous, I want to prove to this person that I'm independent, that I can, I've got other friends, that's how I check my motives. Another thing, will I still be keen to do the same thing to the next person? Or was this just a unique help for this particular person? Now, this is not a bad thing. If this was, tailored for this one person, it doesn't mean I have to do it every day. But you have to know that, because then if this was just, as pure and clean as it is, that means it wasn't about any other motive. It was really to save this person. And you look at just that all round and then answer those questions as much as you can. And I think you can then see if your intentions are good, if your motives are good. Because at the end of the day, God doesn't reward what we end up doing. He rewards the motives. I hope you find this helpful. Thanks.